Wait, is this the first time the three of you have met each other?
Yeah.
It's nice to meet you
Nice
guys.
to meet you.
You too.
The three of these guys have shared experiences that unfortunately are way too common amongst young people who become pregnant, particularly as teenagers. They all grew up in households where parents struggle with addiction, substance use disorders. It's tough for a child to go through it, but it also shapes who you guys are as grown-ups, right? Let's catch you up. Here is a look at Rachel's story on Young and Pregnant.
He left me for 9 years of my life, come back and then let me be on the streets for 14 to 15 years old, and then I get pregnant at 16, and then all of a sudden I have a baby, and then you want to like start then acting like a mom.
It's enough, Rachel. Cool. When you need me, let me know.
I care about you as a person because you are my baby's father. Like, I will always care about you. I want what's best for you. Like, he's been depressed for such a long time. That's why he's even done drugs, and he's crying out for help. Like, he needs help. But it's really none of your business what I do or what he does or what I'm doing for him or what he does for me. At
What
the
you
end
need
of
to
the day,
worry
I'm an
about
adult,
yourself and your baby. That's
and
what
me
you
and my
need to worry
baby are
about.
straight. We always have been.
Okay.
I feel like she tries to make us out to be bad parents because she was a bad parent, and she is jealous that her own kids are like doing better than her as teen moms.
Yeah,
like, you know,
literally.
like I did better than she's ever done at 16 years old. Like, you know.
Yeah.
Rachel, what are some of your thoughts right now after watching that?
Although nothing justifies how I do talk to my mom, which is something that I've agreed that needs to be worked on, and I have been working on for the last year, but there's a big reasoning behind the way that I was raised, and I've learned that all you can do is just break the cycle for your children.
I want to dive in a little bit about your childhood,
Yes.
just to understand the timeline of your different living situations. So
Yeah.
kind of give us a
So-
recap of everything.
Okay, so whenever I was 5 years old, my mom and my dad were using. We were very malnourished, and I was basically like being starved. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I really was. Like, I was way underweight. They would just like be passed out on the couch, and my sister would come over. My older sister Mallory always lived with our nana. She'd feed us like birthday cake or just like random stuff to eat. And then whenever DCS finally did take us, I got moved in with my nana at 5 years old till 14.
See, you don't have for at least for me, you don't gotta defend your,
Yeah.
you really don't. It's not like, I don't think you're sitting here talking bad about your mom. I think
Yeah.
what's interesting to me is that you said earlier that I don't want it to look like I'm this disrespectful daughter to my mom,
Yes.
which is like, it's interesting that you're focused on that, and people should know that that comes from something. It's not like
Yes.
it's either bitterness that you have or unresolved stuff you have with her or whatever. I don't look at it like you're being disrespectful to your mom. I think it's an even exchange of kind of like just bad
we both talk
communication.
to each other the same way, and we also act like friends. Like, the things that I can't even name on TV that we have done together before I got pregnant, it's like stuff that no mother should be doing with their child. And so I feel like that's where a lot of it came from. We were friends. We were doing things together that's like pretty much like not going to parties with people, but we were partying at the house together. And it's like, okay, you moved me in and gave me this big idea that it's this big party. But the way that I talk to my mom still is not okay, and I can see that. It's
Kate,
not.
you've spoken to your family members about the intergenerational trauma. Can you share with Rachel what that was like?
I mean, trauma, I believe, is trauma no matter what. But I would have to say, I feel like the things that you've been through are really severe and sad
Yes.
and hard. I feel like just for me, the traumas in my childhood was like drugs, alcoholism, and I mean, generations of alcoholism. And then also the fact of like people in my family not getting help when they're noticing something is wrong with them. And so for me, for that, it was like, yeah, I'm going to break all of this so that way I'm not passing it on to my daughters.
I feel like you're in this running phase of PTSD, like you have chronic post-traumatic stress.
Yes.
And you're running from a lot of emotion. And I almost can't even feel the pain, but I know it's there, right?
Yes.
It's right here, right? What does that feel like?
It's not anger. I think it really is just hurt. Like, how could you guys put me through this? I was so innocent, so tiny.
Right.
And it's like, why would you put me through that? And even to this day, it's just like, I'm always taking up for them and acting like I'm not the victim and just taking the and just letting people always tell me that it is me. But it's, yeah.
They hurt you. I get it. I get it.
What would you like to see happen with your mom so that there is healing going on between you two?
I think, honestly, like we were talking about therapy, like family therapy. I think we need therapy together and aside. Like, we both need our own therapist and to talk. Because I try to guide mom in the way that I feel, and she just is in such denial. But maybe if somebody else could break it down for her and tell her that this is really how it is and this is how she feels and this is how you feel.
Have you told her that maybe doing this can help the entire family dynamic, which ultimately benefits Hazley.
Yeah, mom's actually down with therapy. We just haven't made the step yet, but we're going to.
Got it.
Good.
Well, Kate and Ty, any last thoughts for Rachel?
So one thing that I noticed is that you kind of have this motivation to break the cycle. I mean, and just keep with that like mindset and just keep focused on that. Okay, just like I said, be the leader, be the pioneer, and for your own self, and just keep that going, because the long-term benefits of it is like, I mean, you're gonna see it in your kids, you're gonna see it everywhere else in your life. And I also feel like, don't try to protect anybody. It's not your job. You're a grown woman. Your mom's a grown woman. Everyone's grown.
We need to handle our own
Nana's a
business.
grown woman. So stop trying to protect everybody and stay curious about healing.
Great advice.
Well, Kate, Ty, and Rachel, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it. I know viewers and fans appreciate it, so thank you all so much for being here today. And when we return, we'll talk to Amber about the intense therapy session with Gary.
Give me the kisses.
Yay, puppy! Give mommy good sugars. No, like this.
It's your birthday!